Cheers, guys. Epix 911. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I realize not everybody follows me on Twitter, where I've been talking about quite a bit of this lately. So just what the plan is, and I needed a few days to strategize. I mean, I'm already missing the show. I think I've come up with a way to tackle it, and I want to get your guys' feedback on this. I may or may not have a straw poll or something of that nature down below. It may be just free form by the time I actually publish the video, but have a read of the description in the first comment. This isn't going to be a monetized video. This is just a regular video. I could give a rat's arse what the hell they do with it. As long as you guys watch it, that's all I care about. Let me know what you would like to see at the end of this. So here's my take on it. So I know that the viewership for my videos is kind of self-defeating in how I structured those videos. They're daily. And the mentality with daily videos, and I know because I do this all the time too, is if you skip a couple of episodes, you just think, that's all right. I'll catch up in a couple of days, or I'll skim the headlines and see what was happening. And then you don't. And the end result, what I've noticed is with the 6,000 subs, it seems like obviously there are those that watch every episode. There are those that watch a handful. It's gonna vary. So with the news show being so date-based, like I really emphasize the date in the thumbnail, and I think that is part of what makes it so self-defeating and only makes them viable for 2 to 4 days. I don't think I'm gonna necessarily get longer life with I do in a sense, and I'll explain with a weekly format. So I'm going to do 2 shows. I'm going to do a Tuesday show and a Friday show. Tuesday, and I had a conversation with Alex from SciBust, and he pointed it out, tends to be the day for a lot of media releases. It's a good news day for that type of stuff. A lot of the, non-gaming, there's gaming stuff, obviously games launch on that date too, but the focus is going to be on just VR media in general. Fridays is going to be a bit more laid back and probably be more gaming centric. Now, if something really cool or important happens Wednesday, Thursday, obviously I'm going to include it in the Friday edition, but it's going to be just a little bit more laid back than the Tuesday one. But, and here's where I did all my thinking. Instead of labeling these VR news with a big bold date, which, face it, when people are going to search this, other than you guys, of course, they're going to see stuff from September, August. Nobody's going to click on it. If I can give it a more generic name, like VR news episode, and just have an episode number, yes, there's a date to it, but psychologically, just the way people look at it, the perception is going to be one of more relevancy than having that big bold date saying this is VR news dated such and such date. I don't know how I'm going to do the episode format exactly, like the numbering of it. You will see that on either tomorrow or Friday is when I'm going to start that first episode. But I think that's the way through this, because I need that longevity on the viewership. If they do flag the video, and like I said, it's been 50-50, then what I can do is I can persevere that 2 to 4 days while they review it and inevitably say, you're right, it was a false positive, and still get an appreciable number of views in the days that follow that re-monetizing the video. So that's the plan. It's going to be crafted a little differently in the naming. I was originally going to just do 1 news show per week. I'm going to try 2. I'm going to try the Tuesday, Friday format, and then 1 topical video, VR A to Z or something else, etc. So 2 to 3 per week. I think that's a good balance. It's not going to mean all this crazy effort and getting really bummed out when they demonetize, 3 videos that week. It's not going to hit me as hard as that 1 week where it was basically the last 5 out of 7 that got flagged, which was kind of ridiculous. I know also a little bit more now. I've spent these last few days really researching it. Yes, sometimes it's keywords, triggers. Other times the algorithm knows to look for specific type content. FPS games, if you can believe it, are absolutely verboten in this. And if you do a news story on an FPS, look at Arctica. Point one, for example, that video got flagged. Now looking back at it, I'm pretty confident I know why. It was tainted by Arctica being an FPS. Even though I was really careful with the verbiage, making sure not to mention words like killing and first-person shooter and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and who knows, maybe looking back, I did slip up on that. But that's how this algorithm works. And, well, you know what? I'm going to play by the rules, but I'm going to skirt where I know I can skirt. And I think it's going to work out well. I'm optimistic. So, guys, really appreciate you guys having some patience on this while I had some time to just kind of gather the planning. And that's where we're at. So I'm excited. I'm recharged. Look for that Tuesday, Friday. I might not have tomorrow's up, but I'm going to try. So Tuesday, Friday, and one topical video. Guys, appreciate your support as always. Hope you guys had a kick-arse weekend. I kind of did. I really did. I was able to game and kind of just forget about things and not worry about that daily video for a couple of days. So I could strategize. And I think the channel is going to be the better for it. Guys, with that said, have a fantastic week. We're going to catch you guys either tomorrow or Friday. Don't even have a drink. That's how excited I am. Cheers, guys.